Hello, everybody. It is time for pickups. I don't know why I'm talking in this voice, but I'm gonna stop. Welcome to pickups. It's the end of March, so it's time for the March pickups. Surprisingly, no toys this. Oh, damn it! I should tell you though. I forgot one from months ago that I want to show you guys. He is my SH Figure Arts Mario. It's got pretty good posability compared to those just official Nintendo ones. Although there are official ones that I've seen at Toys R Us. There's this Link that is like almost like a miniature version of the Figma art, or not Figma Arts, Figma Skyward Sword Link that I wanted so bad and just never paid for it for some weird reason. But yeah, it's got some pretty cool posability. A lot of I don't know if his head will pop out, because I had this funny idea of taking putting his head on top of the White Ranger's body, and maybe putting the White Ranger's head on this. So it's like, it's a outfit time! Woohoo! So he came with the figure. I kind of have him always in that pose there, or the running, like, woohoo! But yeah, it's pretty cool. I got him, there was a sale on him on ThinkGeek.com. It was like $20, and then like duty shipping and all that crap. And then it took like a month for him to get here because ThinkGeek shipping sucks. But he also has a little mushroom that comes with him. A coin that has its own little stand on it. And yeah, and also little question mark block. There's SH Figure Arts also has these play sets you can get that have like pipes and Goombas and other blocks. We have one locally here, but they want like twice the amount I paid for just this figure, so probably no go. It's cool though, it's kind of like its own little scene. I've been actually thinking about, on Amazon, there's these things by SH Figure Arts that are just basically like craters. So like I was thinking of getting one from Mario where he's like in the crater after he's got like a footstone. He's just like, or flying towards someone who's like, could totally make a DBZ fight out of this guy. All right, let's send him back up there. Yeah, but I forgot to show that to you guys last time. All right, so no toys, but I did pick up a whole whack of strategy guides. Store had these on for they range between $4.99 and $7.99, and some really good ones in here too. So from the official guide from Nintendo Power, I got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which will come in handy because we are actually planning a Let's Play of this as soon as I can get 2 other people to show up. Schedule's so hectic, but oh jeez, I think this came from Toys R Us, or because I recognize that price tag on there. $17.95 originally. Yeah. But yeah, like I'm trying to get people arranged to show up with GBA SPs. I've got enough link cables where we can do it, and plus we're gonna do it for Sword Adventures too. So, and I ended up getting basically the Metal Gear trilogy of strategy guides. So, and these are all by Brandy. So I've got Twin Snakes, the GameCube remake. I haven't had enough time to flip through it, but yeah, these Brandy ones, they show you where all the dog tags are, which is good because with Sons of Liberty, I'm actually starting to play the HD edition of that, and oh my god, like, it's going to take forever to get all of the dog tags. You have to get it on every single difficulty. Like, it's nuts. But yeah, I like flipping through these. And finally, the biggest one is for Snake Eater, which you should probably have on here, because here's my scarlet letter as far as gaming goes. Let me pull these back up. I've beaten these 2. I've never finished this one. The last thing I did, I think, was fight the end. And I did the trick where I moved my PS2 clock out or a week ahead, so he died of old age. So, Is that? And I think there's an achievement for that. I think there's an achievement for either killing him of old age or killing him before the fight. So, well, let's see. Alright, game time. Let's see what we've added to the collection physically. Anyway, I mean, funny thing is, I don't talk about the stuff that I add digitally. Because I'm more of like, this is collecting and something that you can, physically own. In some aspects, I am sort of kind of going towards digital when it's like a really good price. Like right now, actually, I'm in the process of downloading Lego Marvel for the Xbox One because it's $5 today. So we won't own a physical copy of that, but yeah. So first off, the lone NES game of the month, and I've said it before. Like my collection for NES is not the biggest, but I'm a quarter of the way there. I'm close to 200. So I really should start just picking out common titles, but I don't know. It's really hard to collect now when you've got pretty much everything that you want. But this is one I didn't have though. I have Ski or Die, and I got a little case with it too. So Ski or Die is basically Skate or Die, but with snow. There's like a snowboarding fight. There's a snowboarding fight. Snowball fight. Snowboarding fight. You throw your snowboards at each other. Although that actually would be a cool mode. There's the Downhill Jam, which is sort of the same as it's like the first game, but instead of skateboards, you're in inner tubes. Which winter's almost done. Actually, technically we're in spring, but I'm in Moncton. We got hit with 250 centimeters of snow in like 2 months. So there's still giant snowbanks everywhere. There's still to let you guys know how much snow we got in total. There are areas that people plow for parking lots, and especially around where the train station is. There is a giant mountain of snow that's probably 3 stories high. That's how much snow, when you think about it, that's how much snow we got. That's not to compare to PEI either, because PEI got like 10 times worse than we did. I mean, it was like 10 feet of snow, and like when the plows came to plow through, it just created this wall. You can search online for photos. Okay, so SNES games. If you guys noticed, this was a little bit of label damage, but this is actually the first game that we did couples play on, and we're gonna revisit it because, spoiler alert, we use an emulator. I used the emulator on the Xbox original that I had, that I no longer have, which I really should get because there's a game I really want to play, and it's a $200 game in Japan. You guys probably know what I'm already talking about if you're familiar. But yeah, Family Feud on Super Nintendo. I don't know why this is my favorite Family Feud game, because I've played a bunch of other ones, but something charm about this game. I played it with people at work. I used to work overnights and there was no calls. Such a good game. Such a great time. There'll be more Let's Plays on it, because I love it. Cool spot for Super Nintendo. Not the best game in the world, not the best platformer in the world, but hey, it's fun. And I have I throw it on the ground! I have very nostalgic memories of this game. This was a game that my aunt and uncle used to rent all the time for their kids. And when I would go over, because mom and dad both worked nights and we needed a babysitter, we needed to stay over somewhere. And this was one of the games that we played a lot. I think I remember beating it. Basically, this was the old mascot for 7-Up. That and Fido Dido. Whoever remembers Fido Dido. But yeah, it's just a platform where you're collecting, spots and 7-Up to, save your other spot friends. Very, 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 very basic. But I love it. Next up, a game that I saw at pawn shops, passed on it, kept kicking myself in the ass, and I finally found it, and I was like, no way, I'm giving up on this. This is Cybernator from Konami, I should say. This game, so underrated. It's a mech game. It's a side-scrolling platformer mech game. so much fun. It's close. I think Metal Warriors is the sequel to this. I could be wrong. But this is a lot of fun because like I kept seeing this and like cause I looked at it and I'm like, I don't remember this game at all. Like, what is it? And then by the time I get home and YouTube it, it's just like, oh man, this game looks really awesome. And then I play it on an emulator. It's like, oh my god, this game's really awesome. I'm like, get it. I never do, and I finally did. So, this one I gotta tell a little story between it. So there was this guy on Kijiji who was selling a bunch of he claimed broken stuff. Now, and he only wanted $20 for a bunch of it. So there was like a bunch of, I'm not going to show them, there's a bunch of RF switches for a Nintendo. There's an extension cable for a PS2 controller. There was a broken Super Nintendo and a broken Kirby Superstar cart. And me, I'm ambitious. I'm like, hey, if I can get this to work, hey, I fixed it, and maybe I can, you know, sell it to someone working, or, you know, at least, you know, trade it for something else. Super Nintendo, unfortunately, I could not get working. It lit up, but it wouldn't read carts. Sometimes it would just like flicker, and I tried different games on it, and it just would not do anything. So I tried taking it apart, tried cleaning every little socket I could think of, and it just didn't work. Kirby Superstar would not boot up 9 times out of 10, and the 10th time it did, I played it for 2 minutes, and it died. So I sold that and a couple of other broken things I had to somebody for $20. But the one thing in that lot that did work, and I think I'm glad I got my money's worth out of it, was Breath of Fire. Squaresoft re-release. For some reason decided we need to get our logo on there twice. There's a little bit of cosmetic damage, unfortunately, on the side here. Basically, what happened was the guy told me that this and Kirby and the Super Nintendo were in like a house fire, and they survived, but barely. But this game actually works. I actually opened it up, cleaned all the contacts on it, and then booted up first thing. It did boot up first thing before, but I was just like, you know what? Let's just, you know, try it and see what happens. Okay. Disc-based games now. We're gonna end it here. Oh wait, switch that around. One lone Xbox One game, or Xbox original game, because why not? I got this off a guy at Kijiji. Gonna have some fun on this, either this channel or the new Let's Play channel I'm a part of, which hasn't launched yet, but should be launching soon. This is basically a game that we're going to play, just to quote it, Simpsons Road Rage. Basically, it's Crazy Taxi with the Simpsons. And basically all we're going to do is quote Simpson quotes all day long. Gotta love it. Next up is for PS2, Taito Legends #1. So this is 29 arcade games by Taito. Actually, oddly published by Sega. So what's on here? Space Invaders, Jungle Hunt, Bubble Bobble, Operation Wolf, Elevator Action, Zookeeper. The ones of importance, obviously, are like, you know, the arcade version of Space Invaders, of Bubble Bobble, of Operation Wolf, which really sucks that you can't get a light gun for this, because it would have been so much better. That's actually another game I need on the NES that I don't have, Operation Wolf. Rainbow Islands, which is the sequel to Bubble Bobble. It's in that same universe, I guess. No Bubble Bobble 2, though. I think that's entitled Legends 2, if I can find it. I think maybe it was only on Xbox, but I'll have to double check that. Ignore this price, and I can't get it off right now, because I didn't pay it that much for it. I paid $2 for it. But oddly enough, I found this directly after I watched Alpha Mega Sin's PS2 retrospective. It was PS2's 15th anniversary, and he was going through a bunch of games. And this one, he kept saying that he can't really find that often. And then that day, I found it, so I picked it up, and I'm actually gonna try play through the series because I have all 3 games now, so I should be able to play the trilogy. So I've got Onimusha 3, Demon Siege with Jean Reno. His likeness, not his voice. At least when he's speaking English. His French voice is in there, but not his English voice. Whatever. So, we'll give that a try. Alright, and we got some 360 games. This one, Get the price tag off this one. Okay, so the first one off is one that I've actually been looking to try. I haven't heard a whole lot of great things about it, but I still want to give it a try. That's Blue Dragon on the 360. So this is a JRPG from the creators of Final Fantasy and the art style of Akira Toriyama. So you can definitely tell that's supposed to be Goku. It's got that same art style from, you know, Dragon Ball and Dragon Quest. So it's by Hironobu Sakaguchi. I got that right. Ooh, I'm fairly confident without looking on Twitter, without looking on like Wikipedia or anything on the internet. I'm pretty confident he's creator of Final Fantasy, the original good Final Fantasy. And then you got Nobuo Uematsu, who did the music for Final Fantasy. So that's enough for me to, like, you know, pop this in and see if it's a good time. Who knows? This might be a future couples quest. And finally, I've been wanting to get this again for so long. One of my early Achievement Horror videos, and I actually technically never owned the game. I rented it, and I borrowed it for extra footage from a buddy of mine. But now I own it myself, and I'm never getting rid of this game because it's an instant classic, and it needs a sequel. That, of course, is WWE All-Stars. Rep in peace, THQ. This game's so much fun. And I think I went back and downloaded all the compatibility packs and all the free DLC that they gave out. Like R-Truth was in there, Cousin Honky. And from hearing the beeping outside there, today's Tuesday, March 31st. Today's the day of the final 2K showcase, which is all about the Ultimate Warrior. So this is a DLC pack that goes through all of his matches. There's like different skins for Warrior. There's like classic Greenwich Snob, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. There's Honky Tonk Man. There's Hogan. There's Andre. There's I think $1 Million Man. No Rick Rude's in there. So I'm actually gonna go play that right now because those are my pickups for March. We'll see what happens in April. I'm actually thinking of doing a different type of editing style for this instead of just doing straight up vlog. What would you guys think if I just did these pickups and like cut them down? Think like YouTubers that have P.O. boxes and they're just like, oh, let's see what's in my P.O. box, and we're like, oh my god, it's this, and then cut, thanking the person, cut again. Like, it would take a little bit longer to come out, but what would you think of that style as opposed to just me sitting here vlogging, talking to you guys like this? Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like my collections. Maybe I'll do an updated room tour because this room has gone through quite a bit of changes. Especially like if you look behind me right here. That's Melanie's new cosplaying desk. And the thing we had there before is now over there, and everything's just switched all around. So maybe we'll give it a little tour. I don't know. Let me know if that's something you want to see. Anyways, that's pickups for March 2015. See you at the end of April.